That's screwed up.
That's what I call a real eerie tale.
Hello, good viewer, and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch, where hopefully we will piece together what remains of this old house and the many memories that permeate within. Sounds fun, doesn't it?
Great-grandma had always been the family's biggest fan.
I can tell. She's got everyone's handprints, a lot of photos, even that. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. You can tell she really loves the family. And nice sewing machine, too. What's this?
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Ah, I see. That's nice. That's really
Even
nice.
in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Because she was so lively? Well, you know what they say, you're only as old as you feel, right?
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Nice. That's tough. Well, I mean, she's tough. I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, she's
I hadn't thought
brave.
of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
There is no escape from the fortress of the mole. Except that. Poor mole man. Oh, a bathroom.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Yeah, it's quite pink, to say the least. What is that stuff on the ground?
I'm
guessing it's a carpet-like material, but that is most peculiar, to say the least. Oh, look at that. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. I'm guessing this is going to unlock more memories. Oh, right. I keep forgetting that you have to do mouse-sensitive contexts.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in
Interesting.
the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
I see. Ooh, nice. Secret compartment. Is this a photo producing lab? That's what it looks like.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Yeah, it looks like it. That is really cool. Obviously, you use the tongs to put in some chemicals. This is before the age of digital cameras. Then again, some people still use film. Just shove it out of there. Fort Calvin. Not hard to see who lived here. Or what kind of person
I
lived
knew
here.
Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that
Indeed.
he never talked about him.
I see. Let's look around. Okay, Fort Sam, Fort Calvin. Yes, indeed. A lot of models here. That one almost looks like Dim Guy. Then again, I'm mostly saying that because of the helmet and the green. That is cool. Ah, look at that. Marking their heights. Evidently, Sam had a growth spurt while, Oh, right. Never mind then. I forgot. It would seem, yeah. Explore the universe.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
It would seem so. Huh, look at that.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, nice.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Yeesh. That's sad.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think
Bald?
Calvin always wanted to fly.
I'm playing as Calvin, aren't I? You... Please don't tell me this is...
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh no. Oh
I told
no.
him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
I can't even stop this, can I?
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Stop. I'm trying to actively go against it now because I don't want anything to happen. No. Stop. I'm actually going against the momentum because I'm trying to stop him. But it's inevitable, isn't it? You can't stop him, can you? All you can do is just let it happen, can't you? I know what's going to happen, and I so desperately want to stop it, but it won't let me. The game is obviously scripted. This is a moment in history. It's not going to let you. This is preordained to happen. If there is a TV trope for this, it's called Thou Must. You have no choice.
maybe
I
if the
managed to
wind
make him
hadn't
stop.
picked up,
I managed to make him almost stop, but
then maybe
unfortunately,
he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
you have no choice.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
This is messed up.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Bold. Courageous. Kind of foolish. This is so messed up. You're gonna force me. Yep, this is where it goes. Wrong.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
It's so screwed up.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
But fortunately, you survived to tell about it. Kelvin wasn't so lucky. For this game.
After the
This
funeral,
game.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah, I can probably understand why. She wanted to preserve it. What the? What am I supposed to do with this? Oh. I see. Interesting. A secret mechanism. Oh, okay. My mistake. I didn't realize what that was actually all about. There are hidden mechanisms all over this house, aren't there? I don't want to leave just yet, though. I want to see if there's anything else I can see. I guess there's not much else to this, is there? We know the full story about what happened to Calvin. I still think that's messed up.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Eanes, Milton. What's in here?
Growing
Oh,
up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Barbara. If I had to guess, I'd say the pressure of being a star was all-consuming. Glamour is not all it's cracked up to be. It's a lot of
I
pressure
never
if you
thought
can't...
about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah. If you have to have incredibly tough skin to do something like that. It's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But
Of
it's
all the
not
stories
easy.
people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
I see.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Is this based on creep stories?
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Oh, wait,
in
I'm
a
sorry.
Lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Sorry about that.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
The game's not so subtly giving me a
20
tip.
minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
I'm sorry, it's actually called Creepshow.
She reached for the music box.
Okay. What?
And
Okay,
when
there
she
we go.
Found the key. She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
You're seriously gonna play that music? The Halloween theme?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Yeah, I would imagine why. Yeesh. You know, I want to be tense, but at the same time, I can't help but give them props for the stylistic graphics here. It actually looks like a comic. It's very nice.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What? What a real sicko. I see, there's the table saw. What the hell? Oh. I see. This is making me very at ease. I mean, on edge. Sorry. Where to go next? I'm kind of, not wanting to find out. I don't even see anywhere else to go. I only see a table saw. What the?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
It's him, isn't it? She's gonna find him.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, great. Frick. Of all the music they could have played. The Halloween theme again. This is really what we're going with. Fantastic. And this is where she meets her end, isn't it? Now let's see. Okay, that door isn't open. It's this one.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Why?
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And whoever
This?
he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
This is
Okay,
getting
Barbara,
intense.
There's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh, man.
She played her part beautifully.
Is this actually what happened to Barbara?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Yeah. No kidding.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Of course, that cued the killer in on her location, didn't it?
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Yeah, no kidding. It's never over. It's not over until it's over. Oh, boy. Carefully. He's gone.
Hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Great. He's gonna wait for me. He's behind me, isn't he?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Turn around.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
What?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
That's screwed up.
That's what I call a real eerie tale.
What the hell was that?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
A happy ending? That's a happy ending? That was no happy ending. Okay, what's next? Happy birthday, Barbara. I see. So she was only 16. That's way too young.
I
Having
guess
trouble?
now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, seems to be it. I'm back out here again, aren't I? Wait. Oh, there we go. It's getting dark.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Weird. Maybe you just never wound it up enough. That's a distinct possibility that I'm willing to look into. Let's keep winding it until it pops out. Keep winding like mad. Yep. She would always stop short because there was no point. Let this melody drift me into the darkness below. Well, the basement looks a lot more mundane than it did in the... Obviously, the comic was exaggerating everything.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Yeah, I see. There's the table saw that put Sven in the hospital. I see. Yeah. Now I understand. He would cut those out for her. For Edie. To make those portraits out of.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I see. I wonder
thought
what those
maybe she was
packages...
hiding presents.
I wonder what those packages are.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I can only imagine. It's getting so dark in here.
I
It's
remember
really-
asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
I see.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Yeah, I
If there's
imagine
a pattern in
so.
all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
It would seem to be the case.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
I see.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I
Helped
always
you see
expected
the
to
next.
be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
I imagine so. Your little routine.
Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal.
Yeah.
Almost friendly. And then one
Very
day,
peculiar.
everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
I see.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
I see your arms are full of liver spots.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
While you're still sane enough to. I see. A secret passage.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
What's out there?
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin.
You can't escape death forever. Unfortunately.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
Interesting words.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
It is simply the
I'm
cold
going to
grip of death.
appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't
Nobody
mind
lives
if I only have
forever.
a year left. Or a month.
Or even a
Or
day.
a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Seriously? You should have gotten off the tracks. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure
Saving.
my mom was trying to protect me.
And now we're going to follow exactly where he left. This is really peculiar.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Explorative? Not wanting to...
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Sounds like it.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
I can imagine
And
not.
bury something that's still alive.
Messed up.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
Stay off the tracks.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
I would imagine so.
and found out what happened to everyone else.
There's quite a tapestry of
But
stories
now
here.
I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
That may be
Maybe we
what...
believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
I see. That may be the truth isn't something you want to find out. That maybe it might be too intense.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, if the family curse is real, then
Maybe
all I
it'd
have
be
to
better
say...
if all this just died with me.
If the family curse is real, then all I have to say is...
But I
Let
thought
it
you
come.
should know about your family.
Possibly. Whoever she's talking to.
And the history you're a part of.
Indeed. History is important. That's how you learn. You can't learn from history if you don't... I mean, you can't progress if you don't learn from your history. If you don't learn from your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Also, that is just some beautiful water there, I have to say. Alright, I need to go to the next save point, and then
Though,
that'll
to
just be
honest,
it.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I can imagine so.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah. I mean, that would just be ridiculous if they didn't believe it. Oh. We have to go further up. Obviously, the lights are showing the way. And it's not time to go inside yet. But it is time to follow the cliffside. The very
Look at the house.
beautiful...
That history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
cliffside.
Any of it seems possible.
Open it. Push it open. Yeah, I imagine so. All that's left to do is follow this...
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Follow this rabbit trail and see where it ends.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, no kidding. That really is a curse.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
But what?
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
You know
3
what?
of
That's
the
not...
troubles were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
I see. That's interesting. There's gonna be a
I'm
long
sure
stretch of
Odin's
this.
monument had been Edie's idea.
There's gonna be a
My
long
mom
stretch.
was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
There's gonna be a long stretch without any saving, isn't there?
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
I can understand learning from the past and even
Edie
admiring
said
it to
she
some
dreamed
extent.
about the old house every night.
But you also have to move on from the past. You have to progress. We're always moving forward. If you're not moving forward, then if you're not growing, you're dying. That is what I was told. And it's a rather interesting statement. Oh, that's a dead end.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
I would imagine so.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Yeah. They both make some good points. You have to learn from your history. You mustn't forget your history, but at the same time, you must move on from your history. You can't just stay stagnant forever.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
The
For me
best
to
part
come
of
back someday.
the best part of
Find
history
everything out for myself.
is to take the best parts of history, what worked, and then improve upon it. And what didn't work, you get rid of it. I believe that is the best way we can progress as a human species. What works, keep.
But looking back on it now,
Okay, it's saved. Unfortunately, I am way past my time, which is a real shame because I really want to keep going, but unfortunately I have to end this video at some point, so I'm just going to end this here. Like I said, learn from your history, take the best parts of it, what didn't work, cut it out, improve, progress, learn from your history. That's all I gotta say. And that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like the myriad of memories just flooding from this house. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon or just check out the end screens right here.